Christina Van Zels with more on how they're getting their message out.
Cars line up outside Riverside High School Sunday with signs and a message of support for Theodore Edgecombe. The 32-year-old was charged in September 2020 with shooting and killing Jason Clearman near Holton and Brady Street.
He deserves a fair trial, and we demand a judge that's going to give him a fair trial.
Investigators say Clearman, a Milwaukee immigration attorney, was a passenger in a car and Edgecombe was on a bike. Video shows Clearman's vehicle following Edgecombe on the Holton Street Bridge. The Milwaukee attorney hopped down and Edgecombe shot and killed him. Edgecombe was arrested months later in Kentucky. While the trial is set to start Tuesday, the Alliance Against and Political Repression is asking Judge Borowski to recuse himself, accusing him of being biased in the case.
We're nervous that he's not going to let the proper evidence speak. We're nervous that he's not going to allow the important testimony to come out.
He's accused of killing a Milwaukee mother of 6. According to a criminal complaint, Trayvon Brown and Deborah Casey were in a car together at 14th and Orchard last Sunday when there was a fight over drugs. Investigators say Brown got out of the car but forgot his cell phone. When the victim refused to open the door, police say Brown shot inside of it, killing the 45-year-old woman.
She did not deserve what happened to her. She loved everybody. You know, she was all about family.
Beloved Jacksonville music teacher is expressing relief to learn an arrest has been made in her murder. Police say Deborah Lyles was beaten to death late last month during a burglary at her home.
We first told you about the arrest this afternoon with the News4 Jax push alert on your mobile device. Police say the attack on 62-year-old Deborah Lyles appears to have been random, saying there's no connection that they can find to the accused killer. Lyles' husband found her body in their kitchen. This man, 24-year-old Adam Lawson, is locked up, actually, with no bond. He went before a judge just a few hours ago. Lyles lived in Panama Park. 2 days after the murder, her stolen car was found abandoned just off Gulf Air Boulevard. Surveillance video showed the car being driven to a mobile home park not far from Lyles' home. Police arrested Lawson there.
Police say the man who killed Taylor Clark did so at the truck driving school where Taylor's car was found. They also say the suspect worked at that truck driving school, and they say he did it on his lunch break and went back to work. This is the man police say killed Clark, 24-year-old Michael Gordon. Police say Clark and Gordon had never met until Clark posted his car for sale on Craigslist. They say the two set up a meeting where Gordon worked at the MTC truck driving school. They say Clark was going to let Gordon test drive the car. Instead, police say Gordon shot and killed the 19-year-old, moved his body to a nearby wooded area, and tried to hide it. We asked the lead investigator why they believe this meeting turned deadly.
I'm not going to specifically talk about motive. I will tell you that they did meet in reference to the Craigslist ad.
An arrest in a mysterious murder of a Microsoft executive. 33-year-old Jared Bridgkin was killed almost a year ago in front of his 2-year-old daughter over in Florida. Fox's Jake Karalexis is in Washington State tonight. So, Jake, what's the latest on this investigation?
Well, Rashi, we're a few hundred yards away from the house where Bridegan's ex-wife, Shanna Gonsalves Fernandez, moved recently from Florida. Her second husband, Mario Fernandez, was renting a Jacksonville property to the man who was charged with Bridegan's murder today, Henry Tootin. Bridegan was gunned down while he was driving home to St. Augustine after dropping his twins off with Gardner Fernandez. He stopped to check out a tire in the road when he was shot. The two divorced back in 2016 and had been battling over finances and custody of their children. The Jacksonville Beach Police Department charged Tenon with 4 felonies. He's been in jail since August when he was arrested in Jacksonville on unrelated charges. Police aren't sure if Tenon pulled the trigger and say he wasn't the only one who played a role in Bridegan's murder.
Conspiracy to commit murder. We know Henry Tenon did not act alone.
I'm Jessica Dean. Christina Kraft was found strangled in her home last week, and news of today's arrest has many on the main line breathing a sigh of relief.
Eyewitness News reporter David Spun is in Lower Merion tonight with how authorities track the suspect down. David? Well, Yuki, authorities say a concerned citizen came forward and gave them Harris's name and identity. That's how they were able to track him down. They arrested him getting off a bus in Pittsburgh. In fact, we are told he's expected to be back in Philadelphia sometime either overnight or early tomorrow morning. Tonight, 30-year-old Jonathan Wesley Harris is in police custody, accused of killing 36-year-old Ardmore resident Christina Kraft. The former Playboy model was found dead in her Ardmore apartment last week. This afternoon, U.S. Marshals in Pittsburgh arrested Harris as he stepped off a bus.
Justice was served for Christina Kraft and for her family.
This surveillance video made the rounds earlier this week. In documents obtained by Eyewitness News, detectives make it clear they believe Harris attacked Kraft.
Her nose was broken. She had black eyes. There was a lot of blood. And then she died from strangulation.
Authorities say a concerned citizen identified Harris this week. According to court documents, in the early morning hours of August 22nd, Kraft took a ride from Ardmore to the 1400 block of Chestnut Street in Center City, Philadelphia. Detectives found surveillance video showing Harris and Kraft meeting near South Broad and 13th Street. Authorities say both got into a car and made their way to her Ardmore apartment. She was found dead inside later that evening.
It was a violent death, and we are going to pursue justice in this case.
The accused driver appeared to show no remorse when he was taken into custody, even referring to the hit and run and telling an officer he'll get a slap on the wrist since he's in the juvenile system. As we've reported, he has a lengthy criminal history there, but he's not in the juvenile system anymore.
Jesus Ayala appearing in adult court for the first time Thursday, facing 18 charges, including murder.
The court does find probable cause for your arrest in this case.
His co-defendant, Jameer Keys, facing 3 charges, also including murder. The teens are accused of killing retired police chief Andy Probst, intentionally hitting him as he rode his bicycle in a designated bike lane.
In Columbus, including now a 17-year-old boy who a grand jury just indicted on murder charges in the death of Central Ohio mother Alexa Stakely.
What you did, which Mrs. Wheeler says you've grown up a lot, and that she's noticed some maturity, you became an adult.
That teen is Rayon Hawkins, and he'll be tried as an adult. I want to thank you for making us part of your routine here tonight at 6. I'm Jeff Hogan.
And I'm Yolanda Harris. Alexa Stakely was killed trying to save her child, as prosecutors say 3 teenagers tried to steal her car with the child inside.
Tonight, 10 TV's Lacey Crisp is digging into the growing number of teens charged with murder and what city leaders are doing to keep kids safe.
Despite the fact that homicides are down in the city of Columbus, more teens have been charged this year with murder than in all of last year.
You then chose to press the accelerator when she was on the hood of the car yelling, "My baby, my baby." You are missing that discernment.
In a recent juvenile court hearing to determine if Rayon Hawkins, who was 16 at the time of Alexa's death, should be charged as an adult, Stakely's mother begged the court to treat the teen as severely as the crime he's accused of committing.
Where is your retribution?
Her roommate is the person responsible.
Atlanta News First reporter Chelsea Beinfor is live at 5 at Cobb Police Headquarters. And Chelsea, some of these details in this case are truly disturbing.
Yeah, guys, they say that victim was stabbed in the back 12 times and also stabbed in both of her eyes. Her alleged attacker is in jail tonight, but now neighbors want to know why this happened. A quiet community off Austell Road became the scene of a gruesome crime this week when neighbors say a woman came running out of her home, bleeding and screaming for help. Cobb police say this man, 27-year-old Rashawn Barney, attacked her. According to an arrest warrant, he stabbed the victim at least 12 times in the back with a knife, then stabbed her in both eyes. Police say Barney and the victim are roommates. Neighbors tell us he moved in about 2 months ago. A neighbor shared this video that police say shows Barney walking around right outside that neighbor's front door around 10:30 in the morning on the day of the attack. Police say the assault happened shortly after that, around 11 in the morning. That neighbor didn't want to go on camera, but called the assault very scary and said he's praying for the victim. Barney now facing several charges, including aggravated assault with intent to murder, aggravated battery, and tampering with evidence. Documents say he threw that knife allegedly used in the attack into a nearby densely wooded area, and law enforcement has not been able to find the weapon.